My God. Ever since Sean Diddy Combs got arrested and indicted, we've watched his epic fall from grace unfold like a slow-motion train wreck. And while most A-list celebrities have been keeping their mouths shut tighter than a designer dress 2 sizes too small, there's a whole army of former staff members coming forward to expose what really went down at those infamous golf parties. But hold on to your wigs, because the most explosive revelations are coming from Big Homie C.C. And trust me, this isn't just some random person looking for their 15 minutes of fame. We're talking about a professional security expert who's protected some of the biggest names in Hollywood. And what he's saying about Jamie Foxx's mysterious health crisis that nearly took his life. It's sending shockwaves through the entertainment industry. His interview with YouTuber Michael Franzese is spilling more tea than a knocked-over teapot. And honey, every drop is piping hot. For those who've been living under a rock, Jamie and Diddy used to be thick as thieves, always showing up at the same events, hanging with the same crowd. But ever since Diddy's scandal blew up and the feds came knocking, Jamie's been keeping his distance faster than a cat from a bathtub.
So here's the thing, I only been to 3 of his events. Now, when the first part of the event is a normal socializing mixer, upscale, the who's who is there, it's normal. But when you see the guy come out with the black suit and he's collecting everyone's cell phone and then inviting them to another party, which I say it's layers to it. They're inviting you to another part of the party where everybody cannot go.
Now let me tell you about what Big Homie witnessed at these parties, because this is where things get seriously dark. According to him, he actually went to 3 of Diddy's notorious off parties, and what started as innocent networking quickly turned into something straight out of a horror movie. Get this, Diddy's security team would literally collect everyone's phones, and we all know nothing good ever happens when they start taking your phones away. During one of these parties, Big Homie got into this huge altercation because something terrifying happened. A woman he was protecting suddenly got sick right after drinking one of the cocktails served at the party. And honey, this wasn't your typical had too much to drink situation. This was the moment Big Homie realized there was something way more sinister going on behind those mansion walls.
And a situation took place where it was a couple of us, and it's 4 of us total, 3 ladies, the principal and her 2 buddies. They sipped something and they started getting sick. So, my antennas go up. It led to a confrontation because I noticed that certain people knew what was going on.
The tea gets even hotter because apparently these parties weren't just your regular wild Hollywood bashes. People are saying guests were being given they didn't consent to. I mean, can you even? And we're not talking about your regular party favors here. These were supposedly so powerful they could literally wipe your memory clean. Like permanent amnesia kind of powerful. Big Homie's first-hand account of these spiked drinks is making everyone's blood run cold. But wait, it gets worse. He revealed that Diddy had this special security team whose only job was to manage these parties. And get this, these details perfectly match what's in the federal indictment documents. Like, what are the chances?
But you just start seeing groups of workers arrive, male, female, and you just start seeing people pairing off and start doing what they do. And if I'm at one of these events with a male and my principal is a man, I'll go wait in the car, because look, bro, I'm not here for the swinger party.
But the most jaw-dropping part of this whole interview, it's all about Jamie Foxx. Big Homie confirmed that Diddy and Jamie used to be super close, but here's where it gets absolutely chilling. He's suggesting that Diddy might have had something to do with Jamie's terrifying medical emergency in 2023. The one that had us all praying for Jamie's life? And here's the twist that nobody saw coming. It wasn't even Jamie who called the feds on Diddy. According to Big Homie, it was Jamie's family who made that call, and they did it after Jamie spent days in a coma. Like, can we just process that for a minute?
I've seen Fox with Combs on several occasions at different events. Now, Jamie Foxx's family are the ones who reported Diddy to the FBI when Jamie Foxx went into the coma initially.
Jamie, now thankfully recovered, recently spilled some tea of his own about what really happened. During what seemed like just a casual hangout with friends, he dropped this bomb. Apparently, he asked someone he trusted, someone he considered a friend, for an Advil. Next thing you know, he's in a coma for 20 whole days. 20 days, people.
Look, April 11th last year, bad headache. Asked my boy for an Advil. Was gone for 20 days. I don't remember anything.
Social media absolutely exploded when this video hit the internet, with everyone trying to figure out who this mysterious friend could be. Well, hold on to your seats because during an event promoting his Netflix special, Jamie finally addressed these swirling rumors. According to multiple people who were there, Jamie supposedly dropped Diddy's name as the person who gave him that fateful Advil that landed him in the hospital. But you know how Hollywood gossip goes. There's always different versions of the same story. Choke no joke, this producer and videographer who was at 2 of Jamie's shows in Atlanta is standing firm on what he heard. According to him, Jamie straight up accused Diddy of being behind his medical emergency. Now, some people are trying to say Jamie was just joking around, but Choke isn't having any of that. He said, and I quote, "I know when somebody is setting up a punchline and I know when they're serious."
So that's how that all came about. His daughter, Corinne, and his mom were the ones who did that. And when people come and they ask Jamie on the street, he doesn't deny it.
Everything Big Homie has been saying got the internet buzzing like a disturbed beehive. People are debating left and right about whether his claims about Diddy and Jamie are legit. When reporters started digging deeper, Big Homie dropped another bombshell. He said he got all this tea directly from Jamie himself during 2 promotional shows he attended with a client. I mean, the plot just keeps getting thicker.
At the end of his comedy special on Netflix, at the live taping, he said out of his mouth that Combs is the person who poisoned them and put him in a coma. He said, "I asked my partner for an Advil. He handed me the Advil. I woke up 22 days later."
And speaking of secrets, let's talk about these NDAs that everyone at Diddy's parties supposedly had to sign. The tea is that these weren't your regular old confidentiality agreements. These had some wild clause saying nobody could spill the beans about what went down at these parties until 20 years after Diddy's. Like, who even writes an NDA like that unless they're trying to hide something major? Big Homie was giving all sorts of hints that these rumors about the NDAs might be the real deal.
Simply because I know for a fact that in Combs' NDA, you can't say anything about what you've seen or partook in at the party until 20 years after he's dead.
Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Big Homie shared his theory about why all this dirt on Diddy is coming out now. And honey, it's juicy. He thinks this isn't just random timing. Apparently, Diddy made the mistake of going after some seriously powerful people in major corporations. And these aren't just any corporations. We're talking about entities with way more power and influence than Diddy could ever dream of having. According to Big Homie, this whole thing might be their way of getting revenge.
Because none of these problems started for him until he went after the liquor company that owned Ciroc. We all thought he was part owner of Ciroc.
Mm-hmm.
The moment he won that lawsuit, shortly after that, he sold Revolt TV. Revolt TV was his baby. It's his own network. He worked hard on that. Word just came down. They coming after him.
While we're all sitting on the edge of our seats waiting for Jamie's tell-all documentary to drop, these rumors about Diddy being connected to his medical emergency just keep getting wilder and wilder. Some people are side-eyeing Jamie for not addressing these allegations head-on, suggesting he might be using all this drama to drum up publicity for his documentary. But let's be real. With all the allegations piling up against Diddy this year, it's getting harder and harder to dismiss any of these claims. One thing's for sure. This drama between Diddy and Jamie is far from over. When that documentary finally drops, it's going to shed some serious light on what's really going on between these 2 former friends. And if Jamie confirms even a fraction of what people are saying about Diddy being involved in his medical emergency, well, let's just say Diddy's already bad years about to get a whole lot worse. So what do you think about this whole Advil situation? Could Diddy really have been behind Jamie's terrifying medical emergency, or was it just a horrible accident? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and give this video a like if you want more juicy celebrity tea. Trust me, this story is far from over, and your girl here will keep you updated on every single shocking detail that comes out. Because in Hollywood, the truth is always stranger than fiction. And sometimes the people we think we can trust the most are the ones we should have been watching out for all along.